Hello, Alan. Thank you very much for purchasing a reading. I'm gonna try to slow down my talking so that it converts over easily when you watch this. See how that goes. I'm gonna go to question 2 first. It seems like this is like a big piece of the answer to the first question. So I feel like we need to do that first. So let's see how John views you and go from there. He seems very he wants to move forward slowly. He overthinks you. He does seem to look at you a little too closely. He overthinks things. I think he does that in his life anyway. You're no different. When he I feel like he might micromanage. I feel like he does this, like he does that. It's a thing. It's obnoxious for him to do that to you. I understand that. I think he does that a lot to a lot of different people. I think that's a trait of his. He is thinking about where you belong. He constantly considers if it's a good move to move you forward. He thinks people pay attention to you too much. What do you mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? People pay attention to you too much. In a good way? In a good way. But if something doesn't go right, like he feels like it's on him. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's true. But I think he views it that way. So if something goes wrong in your job and he moves you ahead, he feels like he'll get blamed. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. But okay. He just wants to be sure if he moves you ahead that it's not gonna look bad for him. He's a little bit caught up in his head. I think he's a bit, because I'm getting this hermit card with him. He overthinks things. That's a thing. Yeah, he does this a lot with his whole life. The trick is, and I know this is a tall order, not to take that personally, because he's very focused on you. He is. You're right. He doesn't dislike you. I don't think he dislikes you. I think he's over focused on you, which is not fair. Because you mentioned you're deaf. I get that, but that doesn't mean, like, that's just one thing. Like, I know people who have all their senses, and I'd rather not ever see them. It's not like I know people with all their senses that can't tie their shoe to save their life. So, I don't know. It's not right. He's over focused. I do feel that. I mean, I don't think he dislikes. I do not think he dislikes you. I don't. But I think he's over focused. He also has the Justice card on your side. If other people see, he seems to be worried about this too. Other people will notice if he doesn't move you forward, and he should have. He really thinks there's a lot of attention on you. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. He seems to think there is. Like from outside people. Like people notice you, people remember you. It's a good thing. Like, don't we all want to be noticed? I mean, not for nothing. The thing is, granted, you don't want to be noticed for the wrong thing. I get that. but you make an impression. I feel like you make a positive impression. I think John needs to realize that more. You do make a positive impression. I don't think it's bad. Because I'm getting the sun card around you. Like, there's a lot of good energy around you. People remember you in a fond way. People, I feel like, slow their roll a little bit. This may be a good thing. Kind of like, I've worked in, like, phone systems or, like, answering calls, and people don't care, and they're just a jerk sometimes. I do feel like people might slow it down a little bit and just be like, you know, being a jerk to you just makes them feel bad, which I know, I get it, like, them looking at you being deaf and giving you that extra consideration may seem like a negative, but to me it's kind of like when you deal with jerks, if they find any reason to not be one, go with it. That's what I would say. You got a lot of good energy. A lot of good energy around you. I'm getting this is going to move forward. It's just when. Because you're putting in a lot of effort for it. You're putting in a lot of effort for it, and it's noticeable. You just got to keep going. He seems to be holding you back, but he can't hold you back forever. You will get what you want sooner or later. The trick is to not let it hold you down. It will come forward. He's holding you back. I know that that's rude. The thing is, the longer this goes, the more you prove your worth. It's going to move forward. Just don't feel trapped, because I'm getting when you do move forward, you're really, really ready. You're really ready for it, and you're right on point with it. Sooner or later, he's going to have to move you forward. He already knows he's going to have to. He knows he's going to, like, he looks at it like at some point he's going to have to. I understand it's hard for you, kind of like it's not fair that I should have to wait. I get that, cool, I get it, I totally get it. Alright. I'm going to do some guidance cards just to see if there's a way to make this go a little faster for you, something to make this a little better, easier for you, because we're just dealing with your interactions with John. We're not talking about the actual service officer post. Sorry. The job, you know. Okay, anything to make this, and we're going to use a weird, you'll see, huh? This is worth it. I used a deck. I know it's the romance deck, but it's very pointed, so it'll just get right to the point. So that's why I used it. It has nothing to do with romance. Don't worry about it. But it's just very direct, very to the, like, bam. Like, this is what we're saying. It doesn't really sugarcoat. This is worth waiting for. Give it some time. It will work out. It will go in your favor. When their advice for you, because it's your reading, so it's not like I'm talking to John, so I can only give advice to you, obviously. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Make that effort. I think he may really support you down the road. I feel like, you know, I don't know, I'm not connecting with siblings, but, like, I have siblings. I have siblings. Like, when you're young, they treat you like crap. And when they're older, they still kind of do, but they don't let anybody else treat you like crap. Like, it's like, I feel like he's going to be a pain in your ass for a while, but he won't let other people treat you like that. He's going to, like, treat you like a sibling. It's like one of those weird sibling relationships where I can pick on you, but nobody else can pick on you. One of those things. I can throw things at you and tell you you're a jerk, but nobody else can throw things at you and tell you you're a jerk. I don't know if that makes sense. If you have siblings, I think you get it. It's just, it's like that. I feel like, I mean, he's not going to be that bad. I hope. Jeez, I don't think he is. But basically, like, I can give you a hard time, but nobody else can give you a hard time. He'll continue to give you a hard time going forward, but like a sibling would. And he's not going to let other people do it, though. I feel like that's where this is going to go. And once you get used to it and you see him for what's really going on, I feel like it's just you brush it off your shoulder, like, all right, whatever, John. Whatever, John. I do think he's more down the road, more later on. He's going to have your back more. It's one of those. It seems like a sibling, almost like a sibling rivalry, almost something like that, where he'll look out for you, but he'll also drive you nuts. I feel like, but he's the only one allowed to do that. He's going to be that one down the road. I'm the only one you can give Alan a hard time, and I will, but nobody else can. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know. Like, that's what's coming through. All right, let's go into the actual question. So, service officer post. Excuse me. So for Alan, the service officer post, where is that going? Is that happening now? Later? At all? Where are we going with the service officer post? And I write down the questions to connect to the energy, so I'm not reading it directly off your email, but okay. Okay. What is that? Okay, all right. Okay. It seems like you get really close. It's not the first time. Like, the next time you go for it, whenever that is, it seems relatively soon. It looks like you're gonna get it. It gets really close. Because I'm getting the Ace of Rods. But the thing is, it's kind of like, it's here, but it doesn't land quite yet. Because what happens next is I'm getting like something comes forward, somebody's considering, thinking, yes, no, I don't know. The Three of Swords is like, that's heartbreak. But there's more after this. You're going to get it the second time. I just don't want this to look bad, so I'm going to go into this. This is where it's finally ending up. The Hermit coming in with the Six of Wands, kind of like you just saying, all right, I didn't get it this time. I'll apply for it next time. And I'll just keep applying for it until I get it. You seem to be putting out that energy. I didn't get it this time. I'm really upset about it. I'll apply for it again next time. One of these times I'll get it. And I feel like you're pushing that energy forward. Like, all right, I didn't get it this time. That's okay. I'll try next time. And if I don't get it that time, I'll try again after that. And if I don't get it that time, I'll try again after that. And one of these times I'm going to get it. I will get it. And I feel like you're kind of like, I don't know what do I need to do because I'm going to get that. What didn't you like? Because you're making people think and you're very determined. I'm getting a very determined, like you're a Virgo, right? You're very determined. What's up with that? Like, that's good. That's great. Like, I'm going to pull out my astrology book real quick because I'm just curious what the moon sign is for you. If I can open my book to the right page. 77. That's close to the year I was born. I'm 75. Leo. Ooh. You got a lot of strength. Ooh, that's great. Okay. So you're not going to be happy. Leo is very, very strong. Okay, so you got a very strong energy with you. Great. Don't let it work against you. I almost feel like that's part of this reading, like maybe why you were drawn to this. They're trying to give you the heads up, like, you know what? This is going to take a few tries. It's kind of like learning how to ride a bike. You're going to have to try a few times before you can do it without the training wheels. It kind of feels like that. It's a little weird of an analogy, I know that. You got a lot of strength, though. That's why you're going to be successful, though. Just keep going. Don't let it knock you down. Leo is a very strong energy. Very strong energy. The Virgo is like stabilizing you. And I understand the Leo is getting you there, so that's good. You're not giving up. Work with the system. Work with the system. What do we mean by that? I don't see it happening. Like, I see you applying for it soon, very soon with the Ace of Rods. I don't, but I see it like getting really close. But then it's just like no, no, and you're like why, why not? And I'm getting this Page of Swords, like people, like you're making an impression. Like, all right, you didn't like me this time. Tell me what, and I'll work on it. What didn't you like? I'll work on it. Success is there for you. There's going to be a change. Just be open to it. Because it is coming. And people are really like, I feel like you make a very strong impression on people. And they're like, all right, like the next time it comes in, I feel like people really are rooting for you. I feel other people rooting for you. Like, kind of like, he deserves it. Like, he's trying. He's obviously showing he wants it. He has the stability to do it. People are rooting for you. This Page of Swords, I have a feeling that's John. He's not quite sold on you at this point. But that's why you need more time. I think this is the holding back energy. But this is the same person who will eventually move you ahead. I don't know why it's taking so long to win this person over, but it seems to be. It's almost like you said you didn't think that they liked you. I think they don't. He's in a weird spot right now. I don't think he dislikes you. I think he's just kind of really weary. Like we explained before. Because, like, literally the same person that holds you back this next time is going to be the person who pushes you forward the time after that. It will help you get what you want. It's very interesting to me. I don't know. Because you're putting in a lot of work. But they're saying, don't let that work against you. Realize just remember that. The person who held me back today will move me ahead tomorrow. Remember that. I think that might help. I hope that helps. Are we good? Is there anything else here we need to go into? I think we're there. I try to look at this like if somebody was saying this to me, and I'm like, I want it now. Like, I want it now. I don't want to wait. But if you look at the version of of now or never, it's going to be never. So you don't want to do that. So if it's either never or later, it's kind of the version you're getting. It's either it never happens or you got to wait till later. I don't know. It's not like I get a choice, personally. It's just I get to read the energy, you know what I mean? New love for you next year. New love for Alan next year. So starting in January, we can do starting in January. Ooh. Let's see before I start yammering. Ooh, okay. Let me try to shut my face. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. Empress. Okay, so yes. I think it's somebody you already know. First thing I'm coming into is like somebody you already know comes back next year. It seems like right in January. Like it's very, like right in January. Really? Because that's when we were, like I was very strong about starting in January. I'm getting in January. January is like really like, I don't know if it's like a holiday thing, like a New Year's thing, or it's around the holidays. This person shows up around the holidays. I do think they're going to show up around the holidays and they just want to see you. Growth. This is somebody who's improved over time. And I feel like you might have you already been in a relationship with? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think you've been in a relationship with this person before, but it's somebody you know who has got their life under control. Like, they're in a place where things are a lot better for them. They're a lot more stable. This is somebody you used to think about. I'm getting the Six of Cups is a history connection, right? This is somebody from your past. I keep getting it. I'm also getting, like, the Knight of Swords with the release is like, you don't even consider this person anymore. Like, this is somebody you might have thought of as a possible romantic partner in the past. Not now. I don't see you thinking of them right now. When they show up in the future, I think it's around the holidays. Like, it seems like January is like feeling really strong to me. Like, I get like you're kind of telling them like, hey, we could try to make this go somewhere if you want to. I just feel like you're very forward with it. They're different. I'm wondering if they're in Aries. Don't hold me to that. But I'm getting their energy. Like, I know it's a male card. Don't worry about it. But, like, they've got their self together. When I'm seeing the Emperor, they've realized, they've looked at their own life. They've cleaned some things up. They had some bad habits or bad patterns that they've done a lot of work with. And they've cleaned a lot of their own act up. I feel like when this person was in their late 20s, I feel like they were pretty bad. They were pretty much a very bad mess. Like, in their late 20s, they were pretty much a bad mess. I don't know how else to say it. Kind of like, oh, I don't know where that's going. Oh, like, I feel like in their late 20s, it was hard to be around them. It was really hard to be around them because it was nervous. It was like nervous, like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen to this person. Oh, I don't know. I feel like it's been probably over 10 years since you've seen this person. I think it's been over 10 years. I do. They're looking to find someone that they can trust, who won't hold their past against them, who understands that they've come a long way and they work to keep that and will work with them in the sense of like, I don't do these things anymore, these certain things, and I'm looking for somebody else who either also doesn't or will help me also to stay away from that too. I feel like you match this person very well. Kind of like those things are off limits. It seems like you match this person very well. Like certain things, not going to be done. Certain things, like I'm not interested and they're not interested. So you're like, okay, you're not doing that anymore. So we can hang out and just, we'll do this. They're very strong now. Very strong. I almost feel like if you look back in their, I keep getting their late 20s for some reason. If you look at them from then versus now, it's almost like it's a completely different person. It's like they don't even look the same anymore. I don't think they even look the same anymore. That's even shocking. I feel like that's shocking. They look different. They look good now. Not that they looked bad before, but like their demeanor, how they treated themselves, like their attitude, you can see it. So much has changed. So much has changed. It's a good thing. I feel like when you first see this person, I don't think you realize who it is. And I feel like it takes you a minute to be like, oh wow, like so-and-so, whatever her name is, whatever it is. I don't know. It might start with a K. I'm not good with names. Be careful with that. Not good with names. Not good with names ever in my whole life. So take that with a grain of salt. You really like her right off the bat. And I think you're shocked when you realize who it is. And you're like, wow, really? Really? I feel like you're very blunt too. And I think you'll bring it right forward. And I think this person appreciates that. I think it's going to match them well because you go right to the point like, wow, I was surprised you're still alive or something like that. You might say something like that. Like, wow, I thought you would be dead by now. I don't know why you'd say that. So if that's wrong, then it's wrong. Just take it with a grain of salt. That's how it feels. Like you're coming right to the point like, oh, wow, I didn't think you'd still be alive. And like they love it Because they're like, yeah, no, I made good on that. That was like, you're a very honest person. That's what they're looking for. They don't want somebody that's going to blow smoke up their butt. They're not interested. They like you because you're honest. That's one of the selling points that they like you so much, is because you're very honest, and they love that. They don't have to worry about where they stand with you or what you might be thinking, because it comes right out. It just comes right out is what they think. They love that. Magician with the growth. I feel like this is a very complementing energy, very complementing, very good energy together. Did I show this? Knight of Cups. This is where it starts in January. You want to talk to this person. You want to get to know them more. You want to find out where life has been, how life has been going, all that good stuff. The Four of Wands, I feel like the bond is immediately recognized. It feels really good right off the bat. I feel like there's banter here. Banter. What do we mean by banter? I feel like she'll tease you. I don't think you care. I think it's fine. Seems like you're okay with it. I think that they make you laugh. I think she makes you laugh. Because you can give it right back. And I think she likes that too. It goes from the Knight of Cups. The next progression, I don't know how far after, but it goes from like getting to know you, and then it seems to it takes a few months before it becomes a relationship. That's the Two of Cups. Relationship comes in. You're very like, in this stage, you're very serious is what I'm getting. Is this a good idea? Will this actually work? Is it really good for us to be together? Does this actually make sense? You seem to be like slowly thinking about it, kind of like, should I be doing this? Like, I'm very attracted. I can't seem to not want to, but should I be? I do feel like you're very forward with this person. Very forward. That makes a huge difference. And I feel like when this goes into the relationship status, it's not far before you're just constantly letting them know how you feel, where you're standing, what you think, where you'd like to see this go, what plans you'd like to see happen. You seem to be an open book for this person. Even if they're not asking the question, you're giving the information. Like, I'm just going to tell you where I am, how I'm feeling. You fall for this person very hard. And I think that's very good. I don't see it being a problem here. You need to remember that one thing I feel that they're saying about this person, they are doing very, very well. But they will have moments of insecurity. They're not going to be able to be, like, they're not going to always be able to handle the relationship. What does that mean? Like, I feel like they're going to have moments of self-doubt. They're going to have moments of insecurity. They're very, like, when they're having a hard time, I feel like you're not going to be able to really do anything. They have to come out of their shell. They have to talk about it. They have to bring it forward. You might have to remind this person, if they can't talk to you, that's okay. Talk to somebody. Keep that in the back of your mind. Because I feel like, that, when you get in a relationship, just certain things you're just like, well, I don't feel comfortable talking about that. Has nothing to do with the other person, just where the person you might be in your own head. And I feel like this person does that. You just need to remind them, it's okay if you can't talk to me, but talk to somebody. It's kind of like, let's talk about, like, you know how females have certain biological issues that they don't like to talk to men about, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I mean? Okay, you don't want to talk about it to me, just talk about it with somebody. Talk about it with somebody. And keep reminding them that. It's okay. You don't want to talk with me about it? It's okay. Talk about it with somebody. Because you're going to see that something's off every now and then, and they're not going to tell you what it is. You just got to say, it's okay. You don't have to tell me, but tell somebody. Talk it out with somebody. Just remind them to do that. It makes a huge difference. Huge difference. Because every now and then I feel like it's just going to happen. It's just going to be a subject where they don't feel comfortable, and it's in their head. You can't. It has nothing to do with you or about you. It just put it. It's okay. You don't have to talk to me. Talk to somebody, and just remind them that they'll be okay. Anything else? Okay, we're there. So I think that was good. I'll shut this down here. I have to convert it and then send it over. So hopefully soon. See how long it takes to convert it. Thank you very much, and you have a good day.